Hey, what's up? David here with After Video Effects, and welcome back to another video tutorial. And today we're going to be recreating VideoCopilot's deathray. So before we get into it, let's take a look at what we're going to be creating. Alright, so for this effect you need Saber and Element 3D. I'll leave a link for Saber where you can download it. But if you got both of those plugins, let's get into it. So just gonna make a new comp. We'll make it 720p and hit OK. We're gonna make a new solid. Let's make it black and we'll call this one BG. Hit enter, and we're gonna get the ramp, and we'll make this to a radial. We're just gonna bring this maybe around here, and we're gonna extend this out. Okay. So let's make the end color more like a maybe just a black, and we'll make this like a brownish orangish color, so somewhere around there. Cool. Alright, so we're gonna make another layer and we're gonna call this E3D. Hit enter, and let's get VideoCopilot elements and go to scene setup. Alright, so let's go into the starter pack and go to ball fracture. And here we've got a board that's has some pieces. If we go into wireframe, you can see all the broken pieces there. Okay, for the materials, I use the like a plaster material. I use this plaster wall material, and then I changed the color to more like a, I don't know, like a orange brownish color, like one that looks like it's, I don't know, like a planet or something. I don't know. And we're just gonna duplicate this and set this one to group 2. And let's go to the environment, and we want to use like a basic environment map. Maybe we can use this one. Yeah, basic 2K number 6. That looks pretty cool. And once you're done, hit OK. Alright, so we're gonna make a new camera. So go to layer, new camera. We'll make it 50mm. Hit OK. And I'm just going to shut off depth of field here, and I'm just going to position this somewhere at the bottom here, and let's change some settings here. So group 2, I want it to be displaced, so we're going to go to particle look, multi-object, enable multi-object. And then if I displace the Y, it's gonna shatter. Look at that. Cool. And so we wanted to we want the end result to be like this. So I'm just gonna tweak this value, maybe like that, and then if we go into the position, so particle replicator, hit the position and maybe move forward about 1 second, and then just push it up. Like that. Okay, so it's pushing all the way up. Okay, so now we can go into this animation engine, enable it, and then so it's starting from group 1 to group 2, and then we change the directional to 90, and same goes for this one as well, 90. So hit the stopwatch on animation, move forward 1 second, and set this to 100. So now if we look at this, we got a nice animation happening. So that's the basic for the Element 3D. Now we can work on is lighting. So we could just make a new light, so layer new light, and we'll make it a parallel light, maybe a little bit of yellow, and set the intensity to maybe like 500. And we want to make this directly on top, so if I just drag this and maybe Control D and put this one, I would say, at the bottom. If I just grab it, so just push it all the way down here and just point it to this bottom here. Maybe you can set the intensity down to maybe like, I don't know, 300, and then we can make a new light. So layer new light, and we can make it, we'll keep it a parallel, and then we'll just make it like an orange light, maybe about 150. And we want it to shine inside the fractured pieces. So yeah, just shine it in here. Maybe set the intensity up. So we want to shine it inside these fractured pieces. Okay, and that's done. And we can make one more light. So layer new light, spotlight, and then hit OK. And then we'll just drag this up all the way up, and then we want it to be a little hot spot for when the Saber shines down. So maybe drag this all the way up to maybe pretty high, somewhere on there, maybe 1000. Cool. Okay, so that's lighting done. So now we can get the Saber. So Control Y, and we'll just make it red. Get VideoCopilot Saber, and we'll set it to Ghost, and maybe set the color to like an orange color. Maybe put more glow. Maybe core size to be at 1.4. And set the transfer mode to add. Cool. And then we'll put this below the camera. Now we want it to intersect with the Saber, because if we put it behind, it doesn't look that great. I'll do a snapshot. And then, but we want to make a matte. So to do that, we're going to duplicate our Element 3D layer, put it on top of our Saber. I'll just name this Saber. And then come down here to render settings. Oh no, not render settings, sorry. Output. Change it to world position. Okay, and that makes it matte. We're gonna change this to about 61 degrees and matte expansion down to like -10. Okay, and then we can set to luma matte inverted. So now it looks like the Saber is intersecting with our element. So if we don't see the difference, that's the difference. Or you can sort of see, because like this one is like behind, this one is actually intersecting. So I'm trying to get a point where it's actually intersecting. If you can sort of see, it's kind of hard to see, but like you'll see it once you actually do it. Okay, so I'm just going to extend this all the way up. So that's it. So we just got to time our Saber colliding with our bore. So what we can do is just animate the position, or in this case the course start. So hit the stopwatch. So just drag this up first, holding shift so that it can go directly perpendicular. Just extend this back a bit, and then hit the course start. I'm hitting page down for keyframe. So we want it to collide at this point. So Saber comes in, and then we can let the animation play a little bit. Cool. Alright, so that's the basic idea for this. Okay, so now if you want it to look better, you can turn on ambient occlusion. So we can turn on ray trace ambient. I'm just going to switch this to quarter res so that my computer doesn't die on me. So if we turn that on, you can see here we got some nice shadows going on. I'm just going to switch this to preview and then put this to half res. So you can see here we got some nice shadows going on. If you can't see the difference, that's the difference. Cool. Alright, so that's ambient occlusion done. One last final touch is some smoke elements. So I've got a smoke element from VideoCopilot from his Action Essentials pack. So yeah, it's really good. It's the 720p version. So but if you don't have any smoke, I'm sure there's plenty on the internet you can just download. Just look up smoke element and then just download it from there. Right, so I'm just going to drop this on top of the element 3D layer. So we want it to play as the animation starts. So somewhere about this point, maybe here. And move this across and then just put it somewhere up here. And draw a mask just to have a nice soft edge. So to subtract, hit F and feather it out. And then duplicate your element 3D matte, put on top and set it to luma matte inverted. So now it will intersect with the orb. So let's take a look at this animation. Yep, that's basically our animation. It's traveling a little fast, but you can always adjust the speed. So we got a problem here with the smoke. It just it's not moving. So we just gotta animate the position. So hit P, click the stopwatch, and we want to move it somewhere about here. So move it here. We just want to animate it going up. I'm holding shift to make it go perpendicular, and just do this until the animation is finished. So not too hard, just a little bit of work, that's all. And just slide that up. Perfect. Okay, so now that's done, let's do some color correction. So we're going to hit Ctrl-Alt-Y for adjustment layer, enter CC, and let's get some color correction effects. So get the tint, get the curves, and we can get the glow effect. Okay, so maybe we could drop this down to maybe like 15%, and let's just play with just shut off this glow, just play with this curves adjustment. So I just want to maybe just flatten this out a bit. So yeah, that's the major difference. Yeah, just tweak it a bit. Maybe we can add some red in there and take away some blue, make it all fiery, and we can just add our glow, and I just want to drop it down to about 0.3 and just spread it out. So that is our death ray. You may want to adjust the matte here because it looks like it's kind of intersecting, but I'll just let you guys have a fiddle with it. So that's the basic death ray. You can change the color if you want. Maybe we could change this Saber to maybe like a, I don't know, blue or something. And then you'll have to change like some of the lighting as well. So maybe this hotspot light to maybe like blue, and it will change the color. So thank you everyone, my name's David. I hope you learned interesting techniques that you can use for your own creations. Please give a like if you like this video, subscribe if you want to see more, and comment down below if you have any questions. But yeah, until next time, I will see you in the next video.